Ken Kaplan from Kaplan Cycles in the New England Motorcycle Museum. Sad to be saying I'm selling one of my pride and joys here to raise some revenues for the museum construction. This is my personal Yamaha YZ450 race bike, and there's about $20,000 invested in this bike. There's over $5,000 in the motor, and it's got the JGR A-kit suspension, front and rear. I guess I'll start with the engine, because that's really the heart of the motorcycle. This is a full GYTR. See this logo right here? This is a GYTR cylinder head. It's $2,400 just for the head. It has the GYTR piston kit, and it has a twin air box, which is about a $400 air box. It opens up the intake. The head is much better reading than the stock, and it has a $1,000 Pro Circuit full titanium exhaust. So, like I said, the GYTR engine package is built-in, designed by Yamaha. This one has a full Hinson clutch basket, including the hub and the pressure plates, and the entire clutch assembly, springs, everything. It's over $1,000 in the clutch, $1,000 in the exhaust, $2,400 in the head. So that's $4,400 right there. Then you got the custom intake and air filter. Over $5,000 invested in the engine. The bike itself was a little bit over $8,000 out the door. Then you've got the A-kit suspension. The bike has Pro Taper handlebars on it. Has the full ARC lever package right here. These levers are, I think it's like $200 for these levers. Brand new grips on it. The plastics are in beautiful, brand new condition. I'm a vet rider, so I take really good care of my stuff, and when I ride it right. I'm not bouncing up, I'm not panic revving it or abusing it. This has RG3 triple clamps, and again, the JGR A-kit suspension. It says factory connection on it because my buddy Mike works there, and that's where I had him serviced at the track last time they changed oil, so it's got his stickers on there. But these are JGR A-kit tubes with the anodized coating. If you look at the other one over there, the stock YZ that I have over there has the gold shiny uppers. This is like a matte gray. This is normally chrome. These are DLC coated black. So this is the best suspension. The K-Oppas are good stock. This is by far the best suspension on any motorcycle I've ever ridden. The rims are the factory DID rims with the actually, excuse me, these are Excels with a brand new Dunlop. Look at this rim. This rim's like brand new, 0 hours on it. It's a Taco Saga XL rim. You can see it's not even scratched or anything. It has a braking wave rotor. It's a 270 millimeter rotor. This is almost $300 for the brake kit, which includes the spacer for the caliper. Tube, tire, and rim band are brand new. Rim is like brand new. A-kit suspension. Plastics are perfect on it. Frames in mint shape. The engine on this one right here, this engine, I had an issue last spring. I was riding it across a lawn here, and we had, sounds ridiculous for a race shop, but the master link came off the chain and it actually broke the case. So less than 5 hours ago, we took the engine out, split the cases, put a brand new case half in it, brand new pistons, brand new rings, everything's brand new in the engine. So it's like getting a brand new bike. While it was apart, we painted the ignition cover, new works connection, inspection plugs and timing plugs and oil fill plugs. It's got a hammerhead, new hammerhead shifter, fastway pegs set in the low position with the nice cleats on there. It's got a full gold Renthal chain and sprocket kit with the blue rear sprocket. Has a service chain guide. Again, the suspension, very, very special suspension. This is the JGR A-kit stuff that was valved and worked on by JGR, and eventually I had it redone by Factory Connection. They put a different spring on it for me. So the plastics on this bike are in mint shape. Is this the JGR shock on this one? Actually, that's a K-Oppa shock done by Factory Connection. The front end's the JGR A-kit. This is Factory Connection rear shock. That other shock was DLC coated black, right? So in any event, the rear tire is brand new on it. It's a Dunlop Geomax MX52 with a new tube and rim band. Everything's in mint shape. There's no play at all anywhere on the swing arm or bearings, so everything's really tight on this. You can come on in. Hi, how are you? So got a visitor here, Buddy Bear and Ellie. Say hello to Buddy Bear and Ellie. So the bike is in fantastic condition, and my dog eats a lot of dog food, so I got to sell it to pay for his dog food. Just kidding. We're selling the bike to pay for the museum restoration project here. It's got the #1 graphics on it. We dynoed, as I mentioned on the video on the 500, we dynoed this bike stock. I had 3 of these, and I had a stock one that I rode everywhere, and then the 2 big dollar bikes. Like I said, this bike, well over $15,000 invested in this bike. It's probably approaching $20,000 between the bike and all the modifications. This bike wasn't ridden every day like I did on my stock one. The stock one, we dyno tuned it, we dyno tested it at X Pro, and at the rear wheel, not at the crank, the stock bike pulled 44. This bike with the GYTR engine pulled 52 horse at the rear wheel with a power band that was similar to the stock one. It was a little bit higher revving. The 500 that I just did a video on, the YZ450, pulled 54. That was more of a torquey, 5,000 RPM and up motor. This motor, just an absolute joy to ride. I bought a brand new 2014 YZ450 and I rode it, and I sold it a week later. I was like, the stock bike sucks compared to this bike. And when I say, I don't know, maybe that's a little too strong, but the stock bike sucks compared to this motor. This is a full factory Yamaha GYTR kit motor built by X Pro. And the last guy that worked on this was Ron Bushy, former factory pro circuit rider. His rider won the West Coast 125 national. Who was his rider back then? Do you remember? Anyways, Raging Ron Bushy. He's the guy who redid the motor for us. Everything's in perfect condition on this bike, like brand new, from the levers to the bars to the suspension. Everything's fresh on this bike. The seat cover is a rib system, factory effects seat cover. Has a factory, careful buddy, the factory racing ignition cover. Has the Works Connection radiator braces. Again, Fastway pegs, carbon fiber cover on the guard on the rear caliper with new brake pads. It has a wave rotor in the back. The Works Connection axle adjusters, which make it a lot easier to see where you're at on it. So just a fantastic bike. The plastics and graphics are like brand new. The whole bike's in beautiful shape. A stock new 450 is going to set you back to between 8,000 and 9,000, over 10 if you buy a KTM. Here's an opportunity to buy a full factory level race bike. It's a bike that could compete at the national level for a fraction of the cost that it took to build it, and substantially less probably than even you could buy a stock new bike. So this would be a great bike for a supermoto bike with a built motor where you really take advantage of the power on the tar. It'd be an excellent hare scramble or motocross bike or supercross. Very versatile engine. It's much better than the stock engine everywhere. It has more power, more torque everywhere, and it's easier to ride. And you got the fantastic 8-kit suspension, the RG3 triple clamps. Bike's ready to rumble. So if you have any questions about it, give me a call, 860-454-7024. If you want to come take a look at it, please do. If you want it shipped, you can ship it anywhere in the country for $500 or less. So good luck bidding on the bike. God bless America.